Look at Mama Kwisi. It's driving me insane. Okay, let me bypass the Akwisi and look at what
Ivy League in Akwisi.
Oh yes, yeah, Akwisi in the Harvard. That's why it looks different. I know.
Yes.
What make it go sense? What make it good sense now, my dear?
I never give credit.
Hell. Okay, let's listen, brothers and sisters. Please continue to help us to share.
Minimize the volatility of economic and social policy, and to set our country on a steady growth and development path, rather than an episodic growth path. I have become increasingly convinced that Nigeria needs a social contract. By this, I mean a fundamental cross-party, cross-society agreement that certain things in the economy, in the country, in policy and in society are sacrosanct and shall not be touched or changed when administrations change. And the private sector and Nigeria's civil society, including influential actors like the NBA, have important roles to play in policing a social contract and holding the political class accountable. The idea of a social contract dates back at least a few centuries when philosophers such as Rousseau, Locke, and Hobbes spelled out the notion of a compact, formal or implicit, defining the rights and duties of rulers and the ruled. A more focused definition for our purposes comes from the former head of the London School of Economics and the former president of Columbia University, my former World Bank colleague, Minu Shafi. She describes the social contract as being about how we pool our resources to provide the public goods we agree are needed, and how we support those affected by adverse shocks. Her book, What We Owe Each Other, A New Social Contract for a Better Society, argues that in our fast-changing globalized economy, we need a new social contract to create a sense of security among people. What I'm calling for here is even more basic. I'm saying that all major actors in the governance of our country should agree on some basic parameters for security, macroeconomic and social stability, and the enabling environment for future dynamism and growth of our country. Once agreed, these parameters and policies should be institutionalized or enshrined in law, or even be made part of our constitution, not to be tampered with, except perhaps for a national referendum involving the entire country and society.
Does Mama know that constitution is a social contract?
No. Let me tell you how to do this, okay? When you're a politician, you get all your money from them. You won't talk about social contract then. You get all your money, you build your house in Abuja, build in Port Harcourt, build in Imo State, build in Anambra, elevate yourself and go to the American meetings and all that stuff, so that when you take all the monies that they steal during politicking, you go to something Congress, whatever, that World Bank or whatever. From the World Bank, when there's election coming up with P2B, then you will come out and say social contracts.
Yes. And meanwhile, the long name she's there trying to cut her tongue to come. Nwokeke in Igbo land said this thing 1805. All the Okonkwas know these things, right of this. John Thomas said it. And London School of Ndemwa said it. Okereke in Igbo land, Alandibo said it. Our ancestors said all these things you're saying, and they had constitution. Wrote all these things. But Madam Ngozi will not know now. Ivy League.
No, it wasn't taught in Ivy League.
Are wiser than her. That's why you cannot recognize a work done for 25 years. I'm ashamed of all.